final countdown of it all. My headphones have like 10% power left. Not surprising, I listen to music all the time when I'm going to bed. King of Cauldrons and Eight of Shields. Oh my god, I love this. So I have to be mindful because this particular deck exposes a lot of things. But the King of Cauldrons here is holding a vat and 3 thistles. Now, thistles are a very important flower in Celtic lore. They have a lot of medicinal properties. It also is a great sign of change and renewal coming in. And I almost feel like this is the ego of this man who... So in the Eight of Shields, we have a cobbler. You see down there, he's making shoes and stuff. And this is a very interesting interpretation of the Eight of Shields. Shields being the suit of pentacles in the physical realm. I was actually just listening to Valhalla Calling Me by Peyton Parrish. And as I pulled up into my spot, I heard the line, "Shield Wall!" And shield wall is one of the most protective forms of defense that the Vikings had. It was near impossible to get through that wall of man and armor. There's a lot of ships happening in the background over here. There's a very interesting imagery way in the back in that ship. So focus camera. Right behind the thistles, there's the ship, but it looks like there's something else coming out of the water. And in the one of the Eight of Shields, there's 3 ships back there. So there's a lot going on around you, and I don't want you to dive so hard into your work that you forget what you are working for and what you are allowed to do, what you are allowed to live for. There's a lot going on around this cobbler that he does not understand or does not see because he's so focused on working, so focused on providing. And if all you were trying to do, if your only fulfillment is to provide and care for people, you will, like this king, stand alone in those rocky shores, because it's more than just providing a home or providing space or providing mentorship or leadership or opportunity. You have to give support. You can't just focus on what you think you need to do, because this woman is staring at him like, you don't see what's going on. You don't see our son is hurting something because he's about to smack that bird. You don't see that we're out here. You're supposed to be steering the ship, and all you're doing is this. All you're doing is this one thing. You're not handling the responsibility. The Eight of Shields is very interesting in this particular depiction for me. I almost lost the train of thought. It's because it reminds me of the Six of Swords. The traditional depiction of the Six of Swords are 3 people in a ship with 6 swords in the bottom of the boat. And you can't take that out while you're in the middle of the ocean because it will fill up and you will drown. But the big part about that card is that you are moving to calmer waters. The waters around them are not calm. 8 of Wands. That's 2 8s right there. There is so much that is going on. The Wands is a suit of passion and fire. Leo might be somewhere in your charts and placements. You've had a very driven mentality, and I understand that. I myself am a very driven person. You are the Druid, the Hierophant, but this flipped around in my hand because the Tower. There is something about this situation that is calling your energy, that is taking too much. Wow. There is a snake right at the bottom between them. And you see the way it's flattening its head? A cobra or a hognose snake will flatten their head like that to make themselves look bigger when they feel they are being threatened. And there is someone who is threatened by you, who is threatened by your energy because of what you are able to do, because you are a King of Swords. This is the last suit that I was waiting for. We had the cauldrons, we had the pentacles dealing with your emotions and physicality. We had the wands coming out with your passion, and now we have found that you are a master of your own mind. And this is why people are afraid of you. This is why people are afraid of what you have experienced and what you are able to do, because you've been through tower moments. You've probably caused them in your own life and in other people's lives. And this is the way you've left people, in contemplation and petty wallowing in sorrow, rather than looking at what they could gain from your experiences, from learning from you, from watching you and the changes that you have made. They choose to focus on how you hurt them. They choose to focus on how you betrayed them, because they are living in their wounded ego. And they will refuse to see what you have done as a celebration, as a victory, because they are not on that horse with you. They are not on that dragon with you, because they did not do the work that you have done. And even if they did do an amount of work, there's no guarantee that they would have been on that horse anyway, because that was your horse of victory. That was your ride. That was your energy and experiences that got them there. Every single person has a different experience, a different trail that they take in their life to lead them to where they are meant to be. And they are not going to look the same as yours, because you have a different power than they do. The dragon again. And this is where a lot of people get caught up in their manifestation, because it gets in their head that it doesn't look like what success looks like to another person. It doesn't look like to them in their own lives what they have perceived success to be in someone else's life. You can look at someone like Elon Musk, if you see him as a success. I personally don't. And be like, I don't have all of this land. I don't have all of these cars. I'm not a successful person. Why does that determine success? What brings you happiness at the end of the day is not going to be the same thing that brings another person happiness. Your go-to comfort movie might be annoying to another person. It doesn't mean that it doesn't have value. It doesn't mean that it doesn't bring you joy just because it does not do the same for another person. It is your life, your experiences, your opportunities, your success, and your journey. Comparing yourself to another person is pointless, because they are on a completely different timeline. They are on a completely different path and a completely different journey. While your paths may interact and cross with each other time again, it doesn't mean that they have a sway. It doesn't mean that they have a right. And it doesn't mean that they have access to claim what is yours. Spirit, please give me one more message. Thank you. Courage. Absolutely. You are being asked to have courage to move forward, because you know something. You know something that they do not. This was in reverse. My headphones just went off again. They're about to die. You know something that they do not, because you have focused on a love for yourself that they are missing. And rather than looking at what is causing them to feel that dis-ease in themselves, they're going to look at you as the disease in your life, and they will start attacking you. Because that's what happens when something attacks what they perceive as a virus. And you are a virus in someone's life, because you disrupt their homeostasis. destroy that shit anyway.